look like I could lift you up. Like I could lift you up. Man, I think you need to stand over here. We're back! Woo! Ask Young Church. Here we go. This is rapid fire. Before we go, we're going out to lunch with a friend.
Like right now, we have maybe 30 seconds, 2 minutes.
So here it comes, rapid fire on our Instagram account. Missy Miss 930, who I think is Melissa Glass, and Gonzo Blue both asked similar questions about evolution. Why do Catholics believe in creation and not evolution? What about the Big Bang Theory? What if someone believed more in science over religion? Gonzo Blue said, what has the Pope said about the Big Bang Theory, evolution, and the age of the church? So Tim, the question is, can we believe in evolution and still be Catholic?
Yeah, we can. Great question. So, because
what do we mean by evolution?
You're talking like, you know, Darwinian, like theory of evolution. So
like dinosaurs come from birds, right?
Right. No, birds come from dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And what happened to the dinosaurs and monkeys to people and all
natural selection over the
survival of the fittest.
Over time, because of natural selection and mutations in genetics, you know, in successive generations of some type of organism, it can cause it to change based on natural selection.
Right, yeah, so the church actually believes in both faith and reason, right? Mm-hmm. And she looks at science and what is true and what is good. She gives the big green light and thumbs up and says, yeah, that's valid, and then you can believe in God as creator and, you know, affirm that what science has proven possibly to be true, that, you know, those two things can coexist. So the big question is, how do we reconcile, you know, the two?
Yeah, I think what we do need to believe is that God created us, not just material beings, but like we have a soul. And however you want to use, because evolution is a hypothesis, it's a theory, right? And so science continues to try to like fine-tune its theories on how things happen, right? So all we need to be sure that we also believe or admit is that however humans came to be, God created us with a plan for our lives, and He created us intentionally, and that we have a soul, which makes us, and we have a rational soul, which makes us, which does make us different than animals.
Right.
So, you know, I think as long as you kind of believe those two things, there might be a few other tweaks that maybe someone else could add, but I think just off the cuff. And in fact, actually, the Big Bang Theory was something that was worked on a great deal and kind of originated from a Catholic priest, Lemaitre, Father Lemaitre.
I don't remember his name, but cool guy.
Yeah, him and Albert Einstein were very close, and he did a lot of work on that. So the Big Bang Theory, if we just mean that at some point something happened that caused everything to start expanding outward and that there's some origin, that's fine. The problem is sometimes people use that theory to say, therefore there's no God.
Right, where in fact God would be the origin, right, of that, the Big Bang, the first mover.
Yeah, and when you start talking about what happens before we're able to empirically and scientifically observe something, well then you're no longer talking about science, you're talking about something completely different. So science can't prove or disprove God.
Right, you know? Well hang on, I think another big point is that people maybe point to is in Genesis, right, where it says that God created, you know, the world in, you know, 6-7 days. Like, what about that? So, I don't know, Edmund, do you have a response?
So, I think the best explanation that I've heard Pope Benedict talk about this is that we don't want to say that all of Genesis is just myth, but it's myth in the sense it's this what we call this genre of literature called mythology, but it's different than it's not that it's not true, that it's fiction. It's myth in the sense that they're trying to convey something symbolic or deeper in meaning than just like a historically accurate, like here's exactly what happened, right? Because it's such an ancient text, and these might have even passed down, been handed down as stories for a significant amount of time. And when God inspired someone to write them down, He wrote them with a specific intention in mind. And they weren't necessarily scientists who were like, here's scientifically how God created the world. They were trying to communicate something. So a day in God's time might be very different than a literal, you know, morning and night day.
Right, and at the end of the day, it's still God who, you know, was the author of creation and everything that we see and know, even if it happened over like millennia, like it's still, God was God is the creator.
So speaking of daytime, we're going to lunch. So keep asking us questions. You can ask us a question anywhere questions can be entered. And a hashtag AskYoungChurch, and we'll find it Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or on our website, sfayoungchurch.com.
You guys are awesome. Thanks.
See you guys later. Bye.
Peace.